And now, First Warn 5 weather with forecaster Steven Sarabia.
Good morning. It is 8:49. That dense fog advisory still in place, and it's going to be in place through the next hour till 10 a.m. That's when it's going to be lifted, and that's across the entire valley this morning. So if you're doing any local traveling, just keep in mind some fog still sticking around, though. As the sun continues to rise, it is burning away a lot of that fog, and visibility is starting to improve, especially if you're in McAllen and Edinburg, where there's about 1 to 2 miles of visibility. Still some dense fog over in Starr County, Rio Grande City, showing 0.3 miles of visibility, and over in Port Isabel, still some dense fog there. But the lower valley, Brownsville, Harlingen, and even Raymondville, that fog has lifted for the most part. Chance of rain, it's going to be mostly dry. There's only a very slight chance from a drizzle from that fog, but by the time we hit about 10 a.m., most of the valley, again, it's going to be mainly dry today. Only about a 20% chance of rain over at the island. Rain really starts to pick up tomorrow afternoon. If you're doing anything in the morning or even the early afternoon, you're not really going to have to worry about any rain. It's by the time we hit about 2, 3 p.m. That's when you need your umbrellas. And then Monday, we're tracking a 20% chance of rain. And we're tracking rain almost every day this upcoming week. So just keep those umbrellas nearby. Here's a look at the current temperatures this morning. 62 in Port Isabel, 64 in Edinburg, and 59 over in Rio Grande City. And this evening, it's going to be a warm one. Partly cloudy skies, as most places will be in the low 80s by 3 p.m. Temperatures drop into the mid 70s by 6 p.m. and by 9 p.m. mostly cloudy as we stay in the low 70s. So plan on a warm evening. And we will be well above the average, which is 74 degrees around this time in February. We're going to get to 83. Then we're going to get to 79 on Sunday. We're tracking a front tomorrow that's going to knock temperatures way down below the average to 57. So have those have your jackets handy. It's going to be a cold one for the start of the work week. Here's a look at the wind speeds across the valley. Starting to pick up in the lower valley. Brownsville showing 10-mile-an-hour winds. Same for Harlingen and Raymondville. Calm everywhere else. Hidalgo, Starr, and even at the island right now. And speaking of the island, here's a look at that coastal forecast. Wind speeds there will pick up in the afternoon from the south at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Have a high tide at 3:04 p.m. Again, there's that 20% chance of rain if you are planning on making your way towards the coast. And here's a look at the upcoming week. We mentioned that front that drops temperatures way down, but after that, we start to warm back up on Tuesday. Still tracking rain on Tuesday and Wednesday as well, as we finally get back into the 80s. And on Thursday, Friday, not tracking any rain there as we hang around the mid to low 80s by the end of the week. And that is your updated First Warn 5 forecast.